All right, welcome to another episode of What's Your Story? This was a little different, but go ahead and reintroduce yourself for those who don't know who you are, man.
What's poppin'? I'm Chris Kyte. It's nice to see everybody. It's nice to be around.
Yes, sir. So Chris is actually our first recurring guest, so he's
Let's
making
go.
history for us and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's my dogs.
All right, so of course, it's What's Your Story? Mainly, I just want you to let everybody know what's been going on since the last time we talked to you, man.
Shit, man, I've been learning. Finally dropped that bib tape. I was taking a minute to do that. I finally got that done. I got a gospel album coming out. Well, it's my version of gospel. It ain't gonna be like I don't want nobody to think I'm going full blown Mississippi Mass Choir on the joint. I don't got the abilities to do that. I would if I could, but nah, it's just something from my grandma. She wanted me to do it. It's something I always wanted to do anyway. I feel like I make inspirational music anyway, and yeah, I want to start doing that. So I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Tell everybody where they can find your music.
I'm on all platforms. So however you listen to your favorite artist, if you can find Drake, if you done heard every song in the beef somehow, some way, you can find Chris Kyte that same way.
Yeah.
I be telling people that. They be like, how I find your music? I'm like, how'd you find Drake's song? Like, type my name in.
Yes, sir. So last time we talked, you was talking about your music performances, different experiences you had in life.
Yeah.
Of course, I want you to let everybody know what happened maybe like a week after I interviewed.
I got diagnosed with MS. I went to sleep one day, woke up, whole left side didn't work. I just kept it pushing. You know me. I ain't gonna let nothing stop me. Plus being young, when something happened to you, it ain't denial, but it's like, damn, I'm young. Like, nah, dog. Plus, it happened before, like 2 years ago. I woke up, my arm didn't work. But being an athlete, you like, oh, I probably pinched a nerve. And I was like, I'll be all right. And but nah, this shit was, I was at work, fell over. I'm blessed. Everything that happened, I'm blessed that it happened like it did. But yeah, fucking, I got everything I prayed for too, because I wanted all the homies to be in the same room. I got that. I ain't seen my family in a minute because being from Baltimore, they still stuck. And I'm not gonna say stuck up there, but they still live in Maryland.
Yeah.
My sister, she growing up, she live in Delaware. My brother, he's stationed in Poconos right now. So it's hard to get everybody together. But yeah, I wanted me and my lady to get closer. That's another thing, being young, growing up. You're like, damn, I gotta take the next step in life. Like, am I about to marry this person, or what's going on? And it wasn't like we was on the rocks or anything like that. But I just wanted to know, figure something out, get signs, and it just so happened that I got sick, and I'll take it because it worked out. I always say everything gonna work out, And just like I said the last time, it might not have been my time because I had to learn things, I had to appreciate things more. Not saying I didn't, but when you go through things and you see who there for you, you see what's things are really about. And I'm glad I got to figure it out. And I didn't have to, I ain't have to go to jail like some people I know do. Not saying that's not bad for them, but people know what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes you got to go through the worst to get there. I'm happy that my worst is a sickness that I got to deal with. It ain't really somebody had to perish or somebody else had to go through something. I had to deal with this, and I wouldn't put it on nobody else. Yes, it is what it is.
Yeah. About to say, everybody can see it's still affecting you. You taking everything in stride for sure.
Yeah, I can, like I said, you can only keep moving. You always hear stories about life ain't about like what happened to you, it's about what happened after. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be an after regardless. But like, it's funny because when I got out the hospital, I wound up meeting people that was going through the same thing I was going through. Now I met a person that went to the house. You know how bad I was trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, right? So I met a guy. Now I was in the hospital for like a week and a half, damn near 2 weeks. I met a guy, same thing happened to him, but he went blind. Now I ain't trying to put him out there. He was doing something he wasn't supposed to do. Now this is something that's tough for me too. I don't drink, I don't drink like that. I might have had one if the occasion, I might have one or two, keep it pushing. Um, I don't do no drugs. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm a bigger dude, but it ain't like I'm huffing down, my 600-pound life. I'm gonna order 10 pizzas, show up to the house with 6 of them jokes. I ain't doing nothing wild like that. But this guy was, he was partying one night and I guess he coughed or something and he went blind. And he thinking like, oh, I'm smacked. So he went to sleep and he woke up, or took a nap and he woke up, he still couldn't see. That's what happened to me. My whole vision went white at one point and I couldn't, nothing you could do about it. So he goes to the hospital. They say he got MS, but once he got his vision back, he's like, "Oh, I'm straight." He tried to get up out of there. He didn't know the severity of everything, but that come with me. I had a support system there. He didn't have his people there. I prayed to have my people there. He didn't. He out at the house. He out of the hospital. I see him like shit, like months down the road, like a month later after I get out, because I still can't move. But one of the people that was helping me and my girl out, they was about to leave town. So my girl was like, hey, if you can walk and stuff, like, because I got a walker, I got a cane and stuff like that. But if I need to use it, I will. But if I don't, I'm going to try to limp the best I can. And she was like, hey, we can go. And I wanted to say thank you. So I wound up seeing the dude there. He was like, yeah, I had to get up out of there. I'm like, dog, you don't even, it's ain't like what you just went through. That's just a small piece of everything. Like, you should go back. And I don't know what he's doing. He's probably still working. I hope he's still working, because I know, I can't. I lost everything when I went to the hospital. Like,
Yeah.
I lost friends, I lost my jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but then I met a lady. Well, I ain't meet her, but I heard a story of a lady. Her mom got diagnosed with MS. Now, she's older, and she just quit. Like, she's basically quit life. She started drinking, and I'm just glad that I could see steps and I could see different roads and I could see what I'm blessed with. And and I'm happy I can make certain choices. And I always felt like I made good choices, but I realized, like, when you do stuff, you like, in the moment, you like, all right, this is the right thing to do. But hindsight's always 2020. But the best thing with me is that I got a chance to reset, because I had to sit down. Like, I can't do a lot of stuff right now. That don't mean I won't be able to, but for right now with MS, people don't, if you don't know, like, it's a disease in your brain. So like for me, like with my arm, like I asked you to help me walk that day. It ain't that I ain't want to walk. It's like, I ain't do nothing to myself. Is that I just couldn't. Like, even now, like my arm and shit, like it moved, but it ain't gonna, like, right now, my right side is affected. So like, it's fucked up, but it ain't nothing I can do about it. I can just take my meds. Like, same way I went to sleep and woke up. Like, I guess one day doing my meds and keep moving. One day, hopefully I'll wake up and I'll be as close to normal as possible and I can move from there. But I'm still on that journey to get there. I get my first shot, my first full dose of Ocrevus. So shout out to Ocrevus. Y'all want to put me in a commercial. I promise I'm funny and I won't be crying. But yeah, I get my first full dose of Ocrevus the 9th of January. So we'll see how it go. But nah, you know me, dog. I wasn't gonna let this stop me anyway. Even in the hospital, like, they didn't want me to walk around. Man, I told my dad, I was like, yo, you the only person that's going to get up with me, dog.
Yeah. I just say, we was there.
Yeah.
You gotta tell them the funny parts too about how the staff wanted to kick us out. We was being too rowdy in the room.
Yo, I turned my room into a barber shop. My uncle came through, he cut my hair because at one point they thought I had brain cancer. EJ was there, and I was like, F it, like I had dreads, and I was like, yo, F it, I'm gonna get a baldy. And called my uncle, he knew, and he was like, nah, you ain't gonna get a baldy, but I'm gonna cut your hair. So he came through. We had drinks in there, cans brought drinks, because I can't drink or nothing no more. So everybody was trying to have the best time they could, and meant a lot. It's just nice to have a system, a support system. A lot of people don't have that. And I left Baltimore and Pennsylvania to come down here to try to prove that I can be a man and to do things myself. And I did that. But at the same time, I forgot, hey, you still got this. Like, kind of like when you go shopping, you like, oh, I need this. And it's cool to get that stuff, but when you go home, you like, damn, I forgot I had this in the closet. Like, it's good that I got this, but I ain't really need all this.
Yeah.
So now you gotta make space, and then I ain't saying it's a problem, but it's another issue tacked on. And if you put that in your life, like, it's like, damn, I forgot about all this back here, and I'm dealing with this down here. How can I integrate that? But I ain't even think about integrating nothing. I was so caught up in what I was doing, painting my picture. I'm so close to the picture that I ain't never stepped back and see what I was painting. I'm just focused on the color. And since I got sick, I got to step back and be like, damn, this is what it is. So, and it's a good thing. Like, I hate that I can't work. I hate that I lost all my bread. I hate that, collectors and stuff calling me and whatnot. Like, that's part of the game though. And as a hustler, I got that mindset, I'm gonna get back whatever. But nah, we had fun in there. They was trying, I felt like they was trying to put me down too. They told me I had every fat nigga disease, right? I ain't never been sick before this like that. I ain't like, y'all been hefty, but I ain't never, right? Yo, we in there, they feeding me food, dog. I'm like, yo, why is everything got gravy on it? If I got high cholesterol, high Armorol, high you know what I'm saying? I got all these diseases. And then I snapped one day. My mom and them was like cans, and then was like, nah, you gotta calm down. And I'm for real venting, but it's coming off funny. I'm like, I asked my dad, I said, Daddy, you know me all my life. I came out your balls, dog. No homo. Nigga, if I ever asked you for a country fried steak, dog, full of gravy, yo. He's like, I ain't gonna lie. And then my mom was like, why ain't you asking for a menu? I was like, they never told me they had one. Then like the last 2 days before I'm dipping, the lady was like, oh, would you like a menu, sir? I'm like, nigga, come on. Then I asked for a turkey sandwich because I can't, like with MS, the biggest thing, you got to change your diet. So right then and there, when I got sick, like, I ain't even gonna say tripe, but the last meal I had, like regular meal, was my man Hyder bought me and EJ some cheesesteaks, and he got cursed out by my mom for bringing them. But that was the last thing I really had. So I'm like, all right, I'm looking on the menu. I'm like, I can get a salad, but let me get a turkey sandwich. Ordered a turkey sandwich. What you think they brought me?
They probably bought you something hefty.
Brought me something covered in gravy. It was just covered. Like, nigga, it might as well just been gravy on top of styrofoam. I ain't eat nothing. My dad ate most of the food. And then I had, I was working at restaurants like Burroughs bought my mom and stuff food. And I had some of the corn. Some of the other restaurants, like my man Mr. Frank over at Ale House, he got us some food, some salads and stuff, because me and my girl used to go over there like faithfully, like every week. That was like our date night type thing. And my people at Hick Tab hooked me up. But yeah, dog, it was, for as terrible as the time it was.
We had fun.
Yeah, we made the best of that junk. Even like the neighbors and stuff, like in my rooms, they would see me walking up and down the hallways late at night, and everybody would be up, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I hear y'all having fun, and I'm glad somebody's treating this, trying to make this as fun as I can." Because I was on the stroke unit because they thought I had like 8 strokes. Like nobody knew I had MS until I left that hospital, and even then I didn't believe it. Because like I said, they said I had dog. I go in the jump, right? They so me and EJ in there, he trying like, be my homeboy. He like, nah, we straight. I'm like, yeah, yo, we straight. And then a dude come in, he like, yeah, because they hooked me up to like x-rays and all this while I was sitting down because I couldn't move. And they was like, yeah, yo, you got spots on your brain, you got brain cancer, right? And then the dude was like, we're gonna have to have emergency surgery, and then he dip out. So me and EJ sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck? Right. So then he come back in, another dude come in, and he sound like he from Wakanda. He like, I'm sorry, but we see the brain bleed. Like he like, yo, you gotta do something now. So EJ right there, I'm like, yo, you might as well get the scissors off. Homegirl start cutting the dreads if it is what it is. And they like, no, slow down. He dip out. And I ain't hear nothing else from no doctors until the next morning. Matter of fact, they ain't kicked me out the room. Well, they took me out the room, and then my girl was in, I slept in the hallway. And then that's why I didn't believe what was going on. Because I'm like, if I'm really this sick and I got all this stuff that's going on, why am I sleeping in the hallway? I asked for some damn golden graham crackers, Teddy Grahams. The dude was like, what can I get you? I'm like, no, I'm good. Everybody trying to make you comfortable because it's a I don't know, it's a weird situation or a different situation in your life. So they try to make you comfortable. I'm like, yo, get my girl, whatever. And then I'm like, yo, I see y'all got Teddy Grahams on the thing. Advertise it, say Teddy Grahams. Now I know this is this is mad minor and stupid, but it say Teddy Grahams on the jump. Mind you, I'm thinking I'm about to die. Yo, let me get the Teddy Grahams. Right? Nigga like, yo, I got you. Yo, he come back like an hour later. I ain't mad at the time. It's mad other people here. I ain't dead. I know it's somebody that just died in this motherfucker. It's a hospital. Like,
yeah.
You come back, you get the food, get my girl the food. He's like, yo, the Teddy Grahams in the junk. I'm like, thank you. It's the only good news I'm hearing all day. Open up the junk. Nigga, they wasn't eating Teddy Grahams. They was some fucking literally crushed up graham crackers. And I'm snapping in there. And my girl like, what's wrong? I'm like, man, I just want some fucking Teddy Grahams. They said, like, it's just Teddy Grahams. I'm like, no, I say it right here on the pack. It's Teddy Grahams. Nah, like I was snapping on, like looking back, I was kind of snapping on minor stuff. But if I'm thinking I'm about to die, like I thought I died before I even got there. I thought I died in EJ car.
EJ car?
Yeah, like, nigga, I couldn't see. I couldn't walk. Like, I passed out in the jump. Like, he gave me a twisted tea. I dabbed him up. I was like, yo, it's been a good ride, you my nigga. He like, nah, don't say that. He's like, here, drink this twisted tea. I can't even open the shit like that. I crack the shit. I throw it back, and I'm like, all right. Right? And then you know how close the hospital is from the job. It's like, what, like a mile or two?
It's not even. It's not even a mile. That's right there.
And I come back too, and he like dragging me out the jump. Mind you, EJ like what, like 130, 140 pounds.
Yeah.
At this time, I'm like 350. He's dragging me out. I'm like, nah, yo, I don't know. And yo, my man having a stroke. Like, we gotta figure this out. Da, da, da. And then, yeah, wound up putting me in there. But nah, it's a funny time. It's a funny story to look back and tell her. I know I'm emotional and crying about it, but like, it's still hilarious to think about. Because if it took all this to get to where it's only going to take time, yo. It's only going to take time. When I get to where I'm supposed to go, it's going to be worth it and funny to be like, yo, I had to go through all that. Just like niggas got to go through all that to get here. So wherever I'm going, I'm down to go through all this. Like, fuck it.
It's for sure a learning experience.
Yeah.
You know, for you, because you're going through it. I mean, even for the crew, it was a rough time, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
For the crew, it was a rough time, but we know how important that support system is, like you were saying. We even brought church to you that one Sunday. That was an emotional day.
Yeah.
But you know, I was very happy, that your mom was like happy with how we were treating you. She knew you had real friends. We were
Yeah,
here. You know what I'm saying? And we got your back 100% for sure.
yeah,
You ain't got to worry about that. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Because it's funny, like y'all know, especially when we had the bass popping, or just in general, we go out. You see how many people, yo, I know them.
Yeah,
I know Chris. Da da da.
had to hook up everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or I would do stuff out in public, donating to people, helping. Then it's funny, I go through what I'm going through, ain't nobody there but y'all. And I always used to tell y'all that, like, one day these people ain't gonna be here. But I'm thinking of it from a perspective like, whenever we move forward, like get successful, I'm not thinking like when you go through the worst, they're not gonna be here. Like I used to tell my girl that, like, when you get with somebody, don't nobody think like you think of for richer or poor. Don't nobody really hear that for poor or sickness and health. Don't nobody really hear that sickness part. So when you go through that with somebody, or like when you go through any situation with the worst, it's nice to see who gonna be there. Like I used to have mad friends. I ain't talked to people since I've been sick. They used to stay like, dog. You used to see them niggas every day. Ain't hit me up. Ain't do nothing. Niggas I used to give money to. Yo, I need money for my phone bill. Yo, can you cover my tab tonight? Nigga, I lost my job, all my stocks, everything in the hospital bed. I couldn't even move my hands and lost everything. You think them niggas I gave bread to like that was like, yo, here go to 50. I even had to go fund me up. You think them niggas, you see who donate now. You think them niggas, or you think they was even there? I ain't saying like I need things, but you know what I'm saying. Like if you see somebody in need and you've been around and you benefited from them and you always seen them, and then when they down bad, you don't even want shit. You know me, I ain't the type to ask for nothing, but you can at least be like, yo, I heard what was going on. Thank you. Like, thank you for calling me. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming to the crib. A lot of niggas got to drive past my house to go to work, go to the club, go whatever. You know I'm in the middle of everything, dog.
yeah, yeah.
You can't just, I ain't asking you to come kick it with a nigga. I ain't asking you to, hey, just not, yo, I got niggas that, my man Nalo, here come through. Hey, dog, what's up? Dap me up. Keep it pushing, do his thing. Like, EJ, he ain't never going nowhere. No matter what we going through, we still there for you.
Facts.
What's up? Kens, yo, nigga, you, shit, y'all. Nigga, but it's some people like, I'm thinking like, I would never, they would, but it's some people that I got an apology from. I got 2 apologies that meant the most to me. And my one homie thought I hated her. I was like, nah, like it's just, and I understand I get the excuse, like people like, I don't want to see you like that. Cause a lot of people see me as a strong dude. Like even when I'm with the crew, like if something pop off, nigga, if it pop off, I'm putting the cat back on. Instantly. Like, I'm just like, that's what I ain't no pillow. You know what I'm saying? I'm big, I'm gonna be strong. But for them to say that, they like, I ain't want to see you at your lowest, but now I can say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for leaving you behind. I'm sorry for not calling. That should mean a lot. And even though it might not seem like a lot, just saying it, if you're not going through nothing, if you take yourself out of the situation, somebody just read it to you, you're like, oh, that's cool. But when you actually in a situation, like you can't put a price tag on stuff. Like some shit is for real priceless. Like just that small stuff. And they probably don't even know that. But that shit made my shit made my week, like for real.
Yeah. And hearing you talk about this, I just want you to know, like, you passed it on because I don't know if you remember that night I had called you because Mr. Doug had something for you.
Yeah.
And like, I let you talk to Mr. Doug on the phone, and that's my first time ever seeing Mr. Doug like that. You know, he a workaholic. He'll put his head down, keep his feet moving type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He don't really stop working for nothing. And to see him like react the way he did. He told me the next day him and Ian had a moment in the house together and shit.
Yeah,
And so,
man.
you passing it on, you letting people know, like, that you care about them. They letting you know they care about you. Like, who else asked about you? Miss Tammy.
Yeah,
You always
I
used to
wound up
give her a
seeing Miss
hug.
Tabby, yeah.
Yeah, you always used to give her a hug. She was asking about you at one point. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. At that point when she asked, I ain't even had a heart to tell her. I was like, man, she gonna have to find out from somebody else for real. Because I know
Yeah.
you was her baby for real. You is her baby.
Yeah, I wound up seeing her in Food Line one day because that's the only thing I really do every day. Like I get my walker or my cane. I got a nice cane. Shout out to Papa Low. I got a wooden cane. I'm looking like Biggie at the car accident. But I go to Food Line every day, and I seen her in there, and she was like, "Oh, why you got a cane? What happened?" Da, da, da. And I was like, "Oh, I just got sick." And then she started crying because another person, she was like, "I ain't never seen nigga. Y'all seen me at work? Fucking, it don't matter, nigga. I'll break my leg in that bitch. I'm getting to the bread.
You working.
I'm getting to the bread.
You working.
Then after that, I got some plays to make. We might be going to the club. Some niggas go to the club to play. I'm going to the club to get paid. So, but nah, she was like, she started crying, and then she was like, I know it got to be something because you ain't never took a day off. And then she just started praying. She just went on her way.
Yeah,
small stuff like that, like it mean a lot. Connecting with old friends and stuff like that, knowing that no matter how far you go, or like goddamn in the Lion King, Simba went wherever he went, no matter what, he went back to Pride Rock. And that's what happened to me. I just couldn't move, so my Pride Rock came back to me. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, dad, my best friend Ian, he gave me. Just appreciative.
Yeah, bro, you got people that love you. And I don't ever want you to forget how far you came, bro. Because people seeing you on here now, like, without you telling what you just told, I don't feel like nobody could even tell on camera right now, like, that you've been through all that. And I want them to know how much you progressed since then. Because like you said before, when it first initially happened, you can move a certain size of your body and stuff like that. The crew, we stayed with you, figured out what was going on with you. We always supported you. You needed to go somewhere, needed a ride, something, we always got you. We take you. That shit don't even need to be said or really don't even matter. But I'm just saying that to say you couldn't move your body at first. You just pulled up to the spot, no cane.
Yeah,
you know
got
what I'm
that
saying?
shit on me. But like I said, it's days where I can't walk. Like I ain't trying to make it seem like, oh nigga, I'm healed and shit. Like nah, with MS is good days and bad days. And I'm still in my relapse session. Like I said, I get my first full dose soon, but if I can do it, I'll make this shit look good. It's something like I used to see the commercial for this. It's funny. Before I got sick, before I knew anything, I used to see this Ocrevus commercial all the time. Never knew what Ocrevus was. No, you see the medicine commercials.
Yeah.
It'd be ladies with canes and shit. I was looking up stuff. It'd be like people in interviews in wheelchairs. They told me I needed a wheelchair. And I was like, nah, dog, like you just don't know. Like, this ain't no middle of the mall shit. Like, nah, man, this shit gonna roll. And they was telling me, like, nah, you ain't gonna be able to do that. Nah, man, like, I know what you can tell me. I know what you can say I can't do, but I'm gonna show you what I can do every time. And what I can do is gonna outweigh the can'ts to the point where you're gonna be like, damn, I forgot this nigga was even like that. Like, and it's a learning experience, like going through this sickness and stuff. Like, I'm gonna make it happen. Regardless. Like, I'm gonna need the cane. I'm gonna need the walker. I'm gonna need the wheelchair. I'm gonna need to lay down. I'm gonna need to not move. But it ain't gonna be like that every day. And that's what I be having to tell myself. Like, it ain't like that every day. And it's gonna be all right. Yo, everything work out. I needed to go through this. This helped bring my family closer together. Not saying that we was like damaged, but we like just like every other family. Like you want to be closer to people, but you want to, talk to somebody, but you don't know how to. It took me being sick to now everybody got a common denominator to talk about. So I'm gonna be that spark. Now I'm that spark. The sickness is that spark to get my family closer, or to get the homies closer, to want to hang out more, or like shit. Like when Ken's daughter had the volleyball jump, if I could make it, shit, I'm gonna make it. Cause at one point, nigga, I couldn't even see. So the next thing I'm gonna do when I can, I'm gonna see my daughter, my homeboy's daughter, go play and see my man be a great dad. And that got me closer with them. Like I'm down. Like if this what it take to make the village closer or to get the team up, I'm gonna do that every time. I don't care. I don't care. I'll be that sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll bite that bullet. Like if we out at the club, niggas start knuckling, I'm gonna throw the first punch. As soon as the niggas start acting up, I'm gonna be the first one there. I don't mind being on the front line. That's what the strong niggas do. My uncle used to always say, God gives his strongest, dirtiest missions to the strongest soldiers, young. You gotta be grimy in the pit. I don't mind being grimy in the pit. Sometimes you ain't got the gun, you gotta get the blade wet, young. Like yeah, I get the blade wet. We gonna cut through whatever we gotta cut through. But we gonna get there. And whether I got a limp there, whether shit, like, dog, it don't matter. You went from fucking helping me out, then y'all came to the hospital and I was outside. They let me outside for the first time. We was outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, when I pulled up, you was outside.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that. I was like, what are you doing outside?
Yeah, niggas wheelchair me down.
I remember you was saying, we need to hurry up and get back in the room because if my mama see me out here, she gonna start tweaking out on me.
Yeah. Nah, man, like they told me I shouldn't move. Like, nah, man, if you don't move or if you don't use it, you lose it. Or I used to watch when Nate Robinson said something in that Uncle Drew movie, and I forget it. He was like, players don't get old because they stop playing. They get old because something like you gotta look it up.
Yeah.
But the point of the story is to keep moving, keep your progress going. That's with anything. Just keep going. Like even if you stop and you keep going, you're gonna look back like, damn, I did stop, but I'm still going.
Yeah.
It don't matter what it is. Just keep going. Like I'm not about to. Like I could be like that person I was telling you about, her mom, when she just started drinking. Like I cut drinking. You know me, I was 350. And I'm like 285 now. Ain't no way I'm gonna keep busting down. I wasn't even eating wild, but I was out hustling so much, and then you get home late, ain't nothing healthy to eat.
I say you eat late, go to sleep with food on your stomach.
Yeah, what I'm eating, wings from the Goose or something, wings from the bars, a burger. And I'm going to sleep, and then we back up hustling, running around. So I ain't about to keep doing that. I'm about to do what I think I need to do to get there, and I'm gonna do that. Like I like eating sandwiches. I had to teach myself, like, hey, a salad ain't nothing but a sandwich without the bread.
No, I mean, yeah. And technically, the sandwich is a salad if you got croutons. Low key, that's the bread right there.
All right, then. I just had to think different. No, look, that little part in the section, that little vegan, plant-based, I was like, damn, this is why it's here.
Yeah.
I used to walk past it every day. Now I'll be camped right there in the salad bar, camp right there. Like that's all I can really smack now. And I don't get me wrong, I try to branch out to see what I can do and see what I can eat. But it's consequences to it. Like my sister had a baby shower, and my brother-in-law Denzel, that nigga like the nicest chicken maker in the family. Like he got the crown. Like everybody, like, hey, even the moms and grandma, they like, nah, Denzel making the chicken.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, me and my girl up there, they made me special stuff, and I'm like, damn, I gotta get me a piece of this chicken. I'm gonna get a 3-piece. My girl was like, all right, like, but I got my medicine on tuck now. So I eat the junk and I'm fine. take my meds and whatnot, and I go to sleep and I wake up. Now, this is something that I don't know a lot of people with MS or people know. For me personally, I had like these little seizure things. But it was like my muscles would cramp up and like I couldn't move, but it wasn't technically a seizure because I'm still conscious, but I could feel everything.
Yeah.
So when I had the chicken, and I don't have my body don't have a proper temperature gauge. So if you get hot, you start sweating and it'll cool you down. Or if you cold, you start shivering, it'll warm you up. Me, my joint broke. So if I start sweating, over with, right? So I'm sleeping and I wake up drenched and then I can't move and I'm like, oh shit. I already knew what it was from eating the chicken. Like the food and the salt intake, the sodium intake, it'll throw my body off. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I knew this what it was. And then I had to crawl into the bathroom, throw up, let all that stuff out. But like I said, I can't move. And then my body's still hot. But the only thing that at that point that would cool me down is the floor, because my sister got tile floors and the AC was on. So it's just cold right there. I'm like, all right. And then my girl wound up waking up like sometime later. She's like, "Oh my God, are you all right?" And she been through the worst, so she concerned, but she know like, all right, this part of the learning process, so it ain't that scary. And I'm sitting there, I can't really talk like that because my jaw mess up, my throat don't really work properly. So I'm like, I'm good. It's just a chicken. She was like, I told you not to eat that. I'm like, I had to though. I just rolled over, laid there till I was straight. And then I got up and got back into bed.
So I wanna ask you this: how important, after going through this experience, is perspective on life? Like, how important is that? And just how important is that after going through this experience?
Perspective in life and anything is a beauty because it lets you know that you're growing and you're learning. Because to me, perspective is learning. Like if you learn a new perspective, you're going to learn something from it. And with me, like, it's a bunch of stuff I learned, but I didn't know I was wrong while I was doing that. And like, I don't know, yo, it's just like just small appreciation for things like, yo, all right, you know how terrible Myrtle Beach is with driving.
Oh man, don't get me started.
I got out the hospital, and the first time I could drive, somebody was driving it's like 55. They was driving like 35. I was so happy for that because I was out the hospital and I couldn't even move my toes. I didn't even know how I was going to afford to even have my whip still. I'm blessed enough to still have it because of people that's around me, people that's good to me, people that I'm blessed with. Having that perspective to know, like, even though through all those bad decisions, I still got people that's here and I made a good decision with them. And I had to be doing something right the whole time, but I just got to figure out what that right is. And now, since I'm sitting down, because I'm forced to sit down, I can think about that. And looking back on everything, I'm like, damn, I might have been right, but that need to be right don't need to outweigh my progress. Because I was that type of dude. I would be so right. I would be right to the detriment. I would get in the argument. Like, I love you to death, but say you said something wrong and I wanted you to get it and we started getting in an argument. I would be so right. I might even slip up and say something so foul that it'll hurt our relationship. But I don't even know that because I just wanted to be right. I didn't realize the consequence. Like I was playing, that's what niggas say when you playing checkers and it's really a chess game. I'm thinking like, boom, I'm gonna do this. And that's in chess, you gotta think ahead of shit. Like you gotta be aware. Now I like having that perspective. Now I can look back and now I know that I gotta really be aware. It's different between being aware on the street. I always got my head on the swivel, but I'm not aware socially of what's going on. I'm not aware that I'm down here, but my mom worried about me, or I ain't talked to my dad. You know, my bad. You know
You
how
good,
wild
man.
it is to not talk talk to your dad. Then when you get sick, the nigga down here washing you. No questions asked. That's love. That's a perspective to teach, like looking back, to teach me that as long as that love is there, no matter what you do, that unconditional love is strong. That love is what's going to get you through. That's why niggas like Goku always win. Ain't because that nigga just got mad love in his heart. That's, all them characters and games and shows, the nigga that wins is the nigga that got the most love, got the most support. Every time. Even the most diesel niggas. Like, what's homeboy name? Jiren, the big nigga. Ain't no way he should have lost. Nigga lost, though. Why? Because other nigga had more love. Fucking Vegeta, that nigga don't never win. But when the nigga had to fucking started crying and shit, like, Goku, you need to win this for us. Nigga, yeah, yo, you right. I'm pumped. Got amped up off the love, started whipping ass. For me, that's what I took. Like, I was in the hospital by myself. I was mad. Why this happening to me? Why am I losing everything? You know, nigga, me and Colin, we did a lot of donating work. He did a lot of muscle work. We put our bread up for that. We did a lot of good things. And then the next year I fucking get sick and I lose everything. Like, nigga, I'm a decent dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing to nobody. That ain't deserve the shit. Don't get me wrong, like being young, like, yeah, nigga, I might have everybody do something wrong. I did some shit, like if I would have got caught, niggas, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't like that type of dude. But then for me to really get like sick, like this shit is a lifelong disease, nigga. Ain't shit I could do about it. Like I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't doing drugs or nothing. I just woke up like this. Beyonce got a song, I woke up like this. Her shit happy. Nigga, mine wasn't. I woke up like that, wasn't none of that shit, nigga. I woke up, tried to take a step and fell over. Then still went to fucking work, nigga. Still went, washed my ass, fell over in the shower.
Was that same day?
Yes, nigga.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy, bro.
Nigga, you know I worked 2 jobs that day.
Yeah.
And look, before that, even before I fell over, nigga, you would see me, I'm fucking walking around there like, nigga, you straight? I'm playing it off like, nah, I went to the gym, pulled something. I'm losing strength slowly every day in my arms and my leg. Like, I can't fucking move, nigga. And I'm like, nah, I gotta do it. I gotta go get it. I gotta get the bread. I'm trying to get a house, you know, for me and my girl. I'm trying to, my sister was having Corey, my niece, you know, she already had a son, X-Man. I'm like, shit, all right. Future getting stronger, you know, Lil P, my other nephew down here. We gotta, all right, let's figure out what we can do. You know, we had investments in crypto and all that with the family. We thinking about stuff like that. And then I just lose everything. But losing everything is a blessing because it make you realize what you got. I lost a lot of shit. I ain't lose my home though. I ain't lose my lady. I ain't lose y'all. I just lost shit that I didn't need to get to the next step. You know, people always say when you walk through the next door, that door gonna be smaller than the last one you walk through. So you can't bring everything with you. I'm bringing what I need. It's nice to have all them extra people, you know, hanging out. You go to the bar, yo, what's up? You know, it's niggas you only know because you see them out. You might not even know the nigga name, but no matter what, you dapping them up. Y'all be talking, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will go to your house, hang out, party with you. Shit like that. Like, it's nice to know them people. Like, I still got love for them, but I don't need them. You don't need them. It's just extra weight. And if you blessed enough to carry that extra weight, you blessed enough to have a house that big to put all your clothes and your baggage in, that's what's up. But I was never that person. I just needed my family. I always said, dog, I can make anything pop. Any secondhand. I came from the house, ain't nothing in the fridge. I guarantee we gonna make a meal and feed the whole block. And it's gonna be banging. And in the future, they gonna wind up selling it. Shout out to you, McGriddles. Took my whole shit. They said I was a fat ass when I was doing it. Now y'all selling it. That's neither here nor there. But nah, like I don't even know. I'm just rambling, dog. Like, but nah, having MS and stuff, like this whole thing is a blessing. If you catch us, if anybody out there hearing this and they feel a certain way because you hear what I'm saying and you feel like you that person that wasn't there for me, ain't called me, you probably was that person. That don't mean I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, that's how life go. I ain't mad at you. Like, this is what I'm gonna see. Don't get look. Well, I'm gonna see you though. And when you see me, if you get because I got a bad immune system. You know, I can't dap niggas up. I can't give hugs. Niggas know me. Oh, what the Chris Kyte hug? Ain't no more of that, dog. Because I ain't get the Chris Kyte hug when I needed it the most. Everybody got a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, phone. All them Jones, you couldn't hit me up? And I ain't mad at it. Because you taught me something. I'm never going to be mad at getting taught a lesson. But don't expect for stuff to be the same. Because I'm not the same. I'm different. I'm better than yesterday. That's my slogan for learning through everything. I'm better than yesterday. Whatever we can do together, we will do together. And I'm better than yesterday. That's all you need to know. That's it. Don't ask me. Like, obviously we doing the interview. Y'all was there, so I don't mind y'all asking. Because you seen it. Y'all been with me through the words. EJ, that nigga seen me fucking taking me to PT. We in the car. Nigga crying. He like, yo, you want me to go back? I'll come too. Nah, we got to go to PT. That's on my schedule. That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
So don't ask me if you ain't been there, but you been to my house. You asked me for money. You asked me to pick up a shift. This is a real life shit. Niggas, I'm like, yo, niggas got real life. Like, you know, people ask you to pick up a shit. Yo, can I get a ride? Yo, can I give everybody whatever. Cause I had it like that. Even if I didn't have it like that, I got enough to give to you. I was that type of dude. I'ma always be able to fill somebody else's cup. Cause I can. But now, if you wasn't there to fill mine up, I'm not being petty or not, but that's just real life. Plus, I'm in a position I can't even, like with my brain and the MS, that's another thing people don't know. I don't got the time to be riled up or to think about anything else or to even be mean no more. I can't fight nobody. Like, nigga, when I first got out the hospital, I was mad. This lady cut me off in Food Line because, you know, they got the self-checkout. So some people don't know, like, whatever, if you next, it don't matter where you at, just go to that one. But people set up the shit. I'm been waiting. This lady just came over there and went in. I'm getting mad. I'm like, yo, right? And I went to do it and I start seizing up in the shit. I literally cannot be mad no more or just even try to be hateful or anything like that. So I don't really got time to be emotional about shit like that. But if you really care, like the two people that apologized to me, like, I'm going to take that time. I'm going to sit there and talk to you because I love you that much. I'm in love with you as a person. I love everything about you. So I'm going to sit there and talk to you because you deserve that. But some people, like, I be trying to tell people, not everybody deserve everything. And that's okay. Not everybody's special, and that's okay. That's why there's levels to everything. Now I know what level some people are on and what they not. I know what's important to me and what's not important to me. Like, going to work all the fucking time. Yo, you know how much shit I missed out on going to work? I even talked to you about that when I was doing music. I would go to work. Looking back at this shit now, we just seen homeboy that got clapped in New York. The CEO just got clapped in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Going to work. You think they stopped work? Or you think they still had that meeting?
They still had that meeting.
The nigga got clapped outside the meeting, though. Like,
you know, we had,
what?
About to say, you know, we had our own experiences with that.
You think they stopped the show?
I didn't want to call that out or bring up that situation.
Yo, no.
I ain't going to say the names, but you know exactly what situation I'm talking about.
Yes.
And you know exactly what happened right after.
Yes.
They ain't stopped.
Nothing.
Not one thing.
Nothing.
Everything kept rolling like
little
it
girl
didn't happen.
crying her eyes out. I got to just walk past her like, all right. Like, that's fucked up. And I was living that life, and that's fucked up. Dog, if I ain't get sick.
Because you was there that day.
Yes.
Yeah, I think me and you was in like the same area. Yeah.
And because they was yelling, the nigga yelled, stop the fucking shit.
Yeah.
I ain't laughing at him for saying that, and I'm not laughing at what those people went through. I'm not laughing at the situation, but I'm laughing at how ridiculous it is that somebody can be going through the worst and they not going to stop that shit because they don't care.
We put that over what happened. I don't want to say what happened, but we put that over what happened, which was very, very serious.
Goddamn,
very serious.
No,
very serious.
Some people are traumatized. Will be forever from that.
From that day. Mm-hmm.
And they kept it pushing. They let that everything was regular. We had to clean up like regular. And I was living that life. If I was about to say, if I ain't get sick, like no bullshit, I probably wouldn't even have been to my sister's fucking baby shower. Cause I'd have been like, nah, I had to work. I'd have tried my best to take off. But if the bread was, nigga, you know how much bread we be getting in the summer?
Yeah.
Nigga.
It's hard to say no to that or take time off from that.
And that's crazy to speak.
That's crazy, yeah.
And I'm living that life. And that's perspective. Getting sick, realizing. And I used to be mad at my dad for that. For me to be such a hustler and whatnot, I got that from my dad. My dad would get up at 6 a.m. and go to work at 7, regardless of what happened the day before. You know how niggas be like, nah, I'm late to work. I got drunk last night. My dad ain't doing none of that shit. My dad would come home, drink a 30 rack like Steve Austin, go to sleep, get back up, do the same shit. 6 days a week. 7th day, he might fucking go look at jobs and go to the flea market. But that's where I got that shit from. But I was mad that he missed a lot of shit. Now I'm growing up and I'm doing the same shit.
And you kind of understand why he was doing it. He had a family.
Perspective.
He had to provide.
Look, I ain't got a thing. I got cats, my girl, and my niggas. But I'm missing out on family shit. Like, that's perspective. Like, if I didn't get sick, I probably would have missed my man's wedding. My man Ian, I was crying about. He gave me bread. His mom, him. Shout out to OG Keith. I'm praying for you. But like, yeah, dog. I would have been working. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up. That's my best nigga. That's my man, nigga. Like, I'm talking about my man. Like, my mom loved him more than me. I remember I threw a party at the house. We got caught. She kicked everybody out the house, cursed everybody up and down. She seen Ian, was like, Ian, you can stay. Just go lay down in the living room, baby. You don't got to drive. It's snowing outside. You just so lay down. This nigga drunker than everybody. I'm like, damn. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dog. Like, oh,
like you said, perspective, man.
It's a blessing, yo. I wouldn't have made that shit, yo. And for me to even be able to have the strength and the gumption, that nigga gave me something to look forward to. Not only did he help me because he's studying like breathing techniques, which is wild in life. Everybody in your life is there for a reason. He not there just because he's my best friend. But when he was trying to do a lot of things in his life, and he was the type of person, he going to dominate, but if he get bored, he want to jump to something else. But he always is good at it. He jumped into breathing and like health. Nigga, I get sick. This shit that he just so happened to be learned, just so happened
to be learning. You need to know.
I need to know. What the fuck? Like, but and he always been through my side, no matter what, no matter how far away we go. My man is always there, and it's crazy to think if I ain't get sick, I probably would have missed the wedding that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up.
Because you would have had to work.
Because I'm so focused on getting bread.
Getting money.
Going to work and hustling.
Mm-hmm.
Doing shit I ain't supposed to be doing. Selling this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, come on, dog. Knowing I'm smart enough to be getting bread like my nigga in, he don't got to do that. He don't got to hustle and shit like that. Now I ain't comparing ourselves, but I'm comparing, my man is smart like I am. He not working hard. He working smart. I seen my dad work his fucking knuckles to the bone, nigga. I seen that nigga, yo, you think people was building houses now quick? My dad was building houses by himself. No, him and my uncle. Week. Whole house, up and down. Like the whole frame, all that shit. And the only reason why it took a week, because you had to wait for niggas to come and do their part, like the plumbers, the electricians.
Yeah.
Like he could do that shit, but you know you gotta have people to come and inspect it, shit like that. That's why it took so long for him. But that nigga was working, dog, and I seen the success he got from working his ass off. So I'm thinking, all right, that's all I got to do.
Yeah, doing it the right way too. And that's one thing I kind of want to just state. I know everybody see a lot of people, you know, on Instagram or just social media period who got a bunch of money. Some people get it from dealing, some people get it from scamming, some people get it legitimately. But what I want to say is, I know it seemed cool in certain genres of music and just in life in general to have a scat pack, to get money illegally, to take risks and take chances. It seemed cool, and you are taking risks, but just imagine how much of a bigger flex it is for you to get rich legitimately, bro. It's kind of like you learned the system and beat the system in a way. Or you working with the system for your benefit. That way, oh yeah, you can still smoke, but you don't got to sell. And then think about the paranoia and things that it takes away. Like you can be rich, smoke as much as you want, and you can get all your money from crypto and investment, stock, or real estate, just whatever you put your money in. I feel like that's a bigger flex than the dude that's selling bricks and pounds. Because he living right now, he got money right now. But what people don't think about is, depending on how long you do it and how, you know, sloppy you are, you don't even got to be sloppy. Sometimes you just get caught by a happenstance. But all that money you made, all that money you worked so hard for, stayed up all night for a trap and doing whatever, you got to spend that bread to get a lawyer to get you out of trouble. So all that, it's like all the money you made, you just give it to the state police or the feds, depending on how big you are.
Yeah, you're going to lose it. And if you don't put your people on or you don't get out, like, yo, it's a
time limit for sure. Yeah. You got to do it and leave. It's not a real career.
Yeah, dog. Like ain't no like I was talking to my man Ian about that, telling my friends like I said, I lost everything in the hospital bed. All that money we was throwing away, all them extra tipping. Now, I ain't saying tipping's bad now.
Nah, it's not.
Look, some people deserve that. Now, I got some homes. Look, you deserve that. I ain't mad. But like all that, just throwing the bread, living that life, you know what I'm saying?
Strip clubs, just.
And I ain't even the top trapper dapper. I'm just a regular dude. I just happen to know a lot of people. Like, but that shit was dumb. And then for me to get sick, I needed that bread I threw at the club. I needed that. I could have put that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was being dumb, thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get it back. Just like I'm thinking now. I'm using how I'm thinking now, like I could get it back attitude now as a positive. But back then it was a negative because it's like I'm throwing away shit because I know I can get it back. You don't know how important what you throwing away. I was using that for a lot of things. I'm throwing people away. I'm throwing money away. I'm throwing, hey, it's whatever, man. Like, hey, I'll be there next year. I'm throwing that shit away. Or being angry at stuff. I was talking to my sister about this yesterday. Because it's funny to look back on now. I went up to for the holiday one year, and I was driving my mom's Ford Focus. That was the car I had. I wound up living out that junk down here, doing everything. But it had got messed up, but I could still start it. But I had a wrench that was started, right? My brother was like, yo, let me hold your car. I'm going to go to mommy's house to go get the game and bring it back so everybody can play it. Since y'all playing spades and Monopoly, we could play Madden or whatever. I'm like, bet, take my car. Because my car wasn't blocked in. He breaks the car, right? So I'm snapping. I wind up ruining some of their holiday and mine because I'm mad the whole time. I'm mad over a fucking Ford Focus. Because playing checkers in my head, you fucked me over, so I'm mad, so I'm going to ruin everybody's time. Not realizing that, nigga, you ruined your time. You missing out on spending time with your family. You already live mad states away. You don't see them like that. I don't even think, matter of fact, my cousin Osman was there. I don't even remember the last time I seen my cousin Osman in person. And I ruined the last time I seen him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking straight. But now, since I got sick and I can sit down and look forward and like think about stuff now, I'm in a place where hopefully I won't ever be in that spot again. I won't have to get mad about dumb shit like that no more. Like, A lot of shit ain't worth it, yo.
So you realize it don't matter.
A lot of shit
in the
ain't
grand
worth
scheme of things, it don't matter.
And that's why I'm glad I had people like I said, the people I got in my life, like my homegirl Asiago. Yo, she always would think like that. She would think like that to the point I love her to death, but even sometimes I'd be like, yo, this shit fucking corny. I'm not trying to hear this shit right now. But she was there for me, and all that love and all that shit she was telling me. She came to clean my house, yo. Perspective, timing, and just love each other, yo. A lot of shit don't matter. Find out what don't matter and then operate as planned. It's okay if some things you love ain't gonna be there. It's okay.
That's
you know what I'm
growing.
saying? It's okay, yo. It's not everybody can be Jordan. Not everybody can dunk the rock. It's okay that you can't dunk. Shoot the ball. It's okay. And if you can't shoot, it's okay that you can't shoot or dunk. You can probably steal.
Yeah.
You probably play defense. You still in the game.
I'm happy that you said that because some people forget. Everybody praised Jordan so much. People forget that, you know, the Bulls were really bad his first like 6 or 7 years he was on the team. They just remember all the championships he won. But he won those championships when they implemented certain pieces like Pippen.
And they had a system.
Exactly. It wasn't just Jordan by himself. Even Jordan needed people. Even LeBron needed people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to know their part, play their part, and everybody's not going to be the star, and that's okay, because the star, in order to shine as bright as they do, they need people, bro. That's like any celebrity you know, like Kevin Hart, or just any big celebrity. They wouldn't be the level that they are, or had a perception that they have with, you know, people in America or just people all over. They have a whole team behind them making them look as good as they do. You know what I mean? They really do.
And look, and some people also, if you the star right now, but you think it's somebody else, don't have that ego or that need to be right.
Yeah.
Pump that nigga up, dog.
Yeah, don't try to.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
Don't try to dim they light.
Look, like, I look at it like this. Like, you remember when I've been a Dipset fan for the longest. When Jim Jones made Ballin', right?
Of course. Saying that shit all middle school.
You know what I'm saying? Some niggas was mad at Cam because they was like, oh, Cameron don't want to give Jim Jones a right. But listen, Jim Jones been there the whole time. He played his role. And then he kept working, and then he got to the forefront. And then his mans, even, I don't know what happened, but even then, they still was doing work together, or they still was shining. Like, it's okay, yo. Everything is okay. If you ain't the strongest, it's okay. If you ain't the biggest, it's okay. You can't swim the fast, you can't. It's all right, dog. You can still do what you need to do.
Play your
part.
You
still make a lane. You can still keep it player. Nigga. You can still do everything you want to do. You might not just be able to do it at the rate you want to, or exactly how you want to, but that don't mean you can't do it. I might not be able to lift the world record for bench press. That don't mean I can't bench press and get diesel. I might not just be able to lift the 600, but I can still bench the 3, punch you in your jaw, and knock your shit out. Like, it's okay. Like, I ain't mean to say it like that, but you get the point. My bad, I got mad aggressive out of nowhere. But yeah, it's okay, yo.
Now you dropped a lot of gems and a lot of positive, energy throughout this whole experience today. You know, our tradition, just if you got any more left in you, just say what you got to say. Even though people who watch this can take through the whole, take a lot from the whole thing.
My bad for crying, and
never apologize for that, bro.
Yeah, nah, because I be trying to say stuff and like it don't come out right because I got to pause and stuff. And also with MS, I got to pause when I'm talking because I got to regulate my breathing and shit like that. But if I got anything to say, like the last time I said I was here, your time is gonna come, dog. Like, I can't express that enough. And love each other. Like, you don't know what a phone call could do. Even, Nick, like, just small stuff. Like, just say what's up to somebody. And it's funny I'm saying that because I was the type of person, like, Dollar said this to me the other day. He was like, man, I see you get mad at the air before. And I was like that. But now as somebody who was like that, I can come back and say to you, don't be like that. It's a time and place for everything. Only time you should be like that is if you're in a fucking war zone. You're not in a war zone. You might have a war zone in your life, but nobody told you whatever that you believe is being said to you. Nobody told me I had to be the toughest guy. Nobody told me that I had to leave my house, and nobody told me that I had to be alone. Nobody told me that I had to do anything by myself. But I told myself that. That shit don't matter, yo. What matters is loving each other, waiting for your time, and being ready for when your time comes. And having perspective. Looking back. Cole said something like, you went a long way, but the bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way. I learned from that. And that's okay. Because the best thing for me, I can turn around. I made a path to get there. I can turn right back around, which I did. Got right back home. Got home. Got the people that I needed with me. And I'm still swimming, still going. And I'm going to get to where I need to gotta be. You will too. Because it take time. Just be happy, yo. Put a smile on your face. It ain't going to hurt nobody. For real, yo. Straight like that.
Yes, sir.
My bad.
Are you good, brother?
I love y'all, yo.
Hey, we love you too, bro.
Glad I could be the first recurring guest. Making history with the MS. It don't matter, yo. I'm still going to keep it pushing. Yeah, you might see me in the Special Olympics. I seen a girl had MS was in the Special Olympics. I might get in there. Me and EJ working on it. I know I got some other problems too. We're going to try to bundle them all on top of each other. Make my resume decent. For real, yo. See us out there. They say we'll be in LA next.
Yeah.
Be out there in LA.
Hey, y'all heard it here first. Check out for the next Special Olympics.
Wop, 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 wop. Kyte, fuck them up. In LA.
Check out Kyte Music, of course. All streaming platforms. Chris Kyte, Kyte.
Bibby tape out now.
Yep.
The gospel tape will be out soon. I'm thinking of a name for it. I wanted to go with Book of Kyte. But my man 2B's just dropped Book of Stoves. So I don't want to, I ain't trying to
feel like biting off.
Yeah. My man did it first. And like I said, my nigga's nice. So I might think of something different. But nah, yeah. Everything's coming soon. Just be on the lookout. My time coming. The time is going to be here. Hell yeah.
Hey, you heard it here first, man. And that wraps up another episode of What's Your Story?
Oh, yeah. Let's get it.